everyone, and welcome to another edition of UBTV News Magazine, coming to you from the campus of the University of the Bahamas. I'm Andrea Darvel.
And I'm your co-host, Laurencia Smith. We have local news, campus news, art, entertainment, business, and so much more.
And you might notice we're not on our usual studio set outdoors because for the past 3 weeks there have been a lot of rain and high winds.
So we're here at the Performing Arts Center talking about art and education and careers. UB just made its recruitment video.
And it's a must-see for those of you looking to further your education. Let's take a look.
The story of the University of the Bahamas has been unfolding ever since its antecedent, the College of the Bahamas, opened its doors in 1974. Its beginnings were humble yet purposeful. From then to now, the institution's transformation has been unmistakable. Today's commencement class has more bachelor's degree recipients than any other group. Master's degrees are being offered in critical academic disciplines. Technological and research capacity and infrastructure are developing, and public-private partnerships are growing. Oaksfield, a bustling urban community. At the heart of it lies a vibrant university campus represented in administrative, academic, and service facilities. This in addition to the Grosvenor Close campus on Shirley Street, not far away from downtown Nassau, the Northern Bahamas campus in Grand Bahama, the Gerace Research Center in San Salvador, and other facilities in Exuma and Abaco. In all that goes on in our classrooms and labs, on our fields and stage, and at student centers and service learning projects, the aim remains the same: to develop the human capital the Bahamas needs to embrace its standing in a global economy. This is the mission: to advance and expand access to higher education, promote academic freedom, drive national development, and build character through teaching, learning, research, scholarship, and service.
I want to add that the University of the Bahamas students need to remember that the entire country is their campus. Over 5,000 square miles of land mass, about 100,000 square miles of ocean. The marine resources, the geological resources that we have in the Bahamas are untapped. And University of the Bahamas students will have the opportunity to not only learn of these resources, but also become entrepreneurial businessmen, entrepreneurial scientists, individuals that will help to educate the rest of the world.
The Franklin R. Wilson Graduate Center is designed to have classrooms and offices, but it's supposed to be the symbol or the center, so to speak, of the commitment to the business program. We're offering now an MBA degree.
The business and hospitality management programs are critical to the university. It is from those programs that we have the largest number of graduates. Our graduates are holding senior positions throughout the public and private sectors. I am not certain that you will go in any organization and not find a graduate from business and hospitality management.
Being a chef is more than just being able to make great food. It's also about making sure that you know how to cost it and price it for success in your restaurant.
It's because, in my opinion, we're the best in the entire Caribbean. We offer you different cuisines, different talents between pastry and cooking. Cooking is my favorite part of it.
The program is unique. Well, it's one of the only ones on the island. And so with our program, we have different features to it. We have the Culinary Arts program, which is a 2-year degree program where students are engulfed in lab classes as well as academic classes.
Yeah, that's the beauty of it, because you could not know what you want to do really, but this major gives you the chance to go out there and explore really, and then you can find whatever fits you.
Do you want your voice heard but don't know where to start? Try starting at the University of the Bahamas' School of Communication Media Journalism major. Within the major, you'll learn things like audio editing.
Welcome to UB Radio.
Video editing, shooting video, and writing.
You could take the story and take everything you learn and you could use that to teach someone else. And then you learn a little bit more and you're learning, but as you learn, you're teaching people.
Reporting for UBTV, this is Leah Cooper.
My name is Dawn Monroe and I'm reporting for UBTV.
I'm Crystal Darling, reporting for UBTV.
Also like the fact that the program is diverse.
And I think it's really good that you can get a good, firm grasp of media here, because you have professionals who work inside the field, who have experience inside the field. So that's why I chose the major.
L'université Bahamas là, nous parlons langue ou.
La capacité de parler dans une autre langue ouvre un monde d'opportunités.
Aquí aprender un idioma extranjero es aún mejor.
你好，欢迎大家，我叫燕晨。你会说汉语?
Learning a foreign language at the University of the Bahamas prepares our students to interact with people of different cultures, encourages them to embrace diversity, and prepares them for careers in an increasingly globalized society.
I got into nursing because of actually a hospital experience I had as a little girl. I was in a clinic setting, and I had gotten an accident where I fell, still have the stitch underneath my chin. I was scared, and this nurse comforted me, and because of that, I actually got into the nursing profession.
I have a Bachelor's of Science degree in nursing. That is for persons who are not registered nurses. And then we have what we call an RN to BSN. That is for persons who may have qualified as a registered nurse but want to later pursue a bachelor's degree. So they are registered nurses and then they would return to get a bachelor's degree, and we refer to that as the RN to BSN.
The trained clinical nursing program allows you to practice nursing, but to some extent you are limited. And as I got into the field, I realized that I had more to offer. And so hence, I decided to go for the registered nurse program.
The 5-year degree program is a professional degree. And once you have this professional degree, then you can take your exam and become licensed. And that degree is basically recognized at any other university, and with reciprocity, you will be able to even work outside of the country.
And I chose the University of the Bahamas is one, it's a local institution, and two, it is very cost effective and cost efficient in being one of the only local institutions here in the Bahamas that teaches architecture.
I chose architecture here in the Bahamas because I wanted to learn the building codes, because I was planning to get a job here.
As our athletics program grows, the UB partnership with the National Sports Authority brings the nearby Queen Elizabeth Sports Center into the UB campus system. The Thomas A. Robinson National Stadium, the Kendall G. L. Isaacs Gymnasium, and the Betty Kelly Kenning National Aquatic Center are all part of that system, much to the benefit and pleasure of UB student athletes.
The opportunities that you will get as a student of the University of the Bahamas, a national university, are opportunities that you can only get at perhaps Ivy League institutions, where people go to search for the cream of the crop. The opportunities you get at the University of the Bahamas, when it comes to an invitation that comes to the government for students to have international experiences will come to the University of the Bahamas. Our students will be able to do things internationally, as well as have a requirement to study abroad internationally before they graduate from the institution. The faculty of the University of the Bahamas are here on a mission, and their mission is to make sure that every student succeeds. The education that students receive at the University of the Bahamas is second to none.
Welcome back. With me is the president of the University of the Bahamas, Dr. Rodney D. Smith. Welcome to our show, Dr. Rodney Smith.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be with you.
So, this was the school's first year as a university. Tell us, how was it?
Well, the first year as the University of the Bahamas has been exceptionally busy for a lot of us. Internally, we've been making several transitions. We are in the process now of getting ready to totally automate all of our systems. So this first year has been a lot of internal training, a lot of reviews, a lot of data management and data transitions and everything else. So we've been working around the clock, and we're ready now to make some major changes.
Okay, that's great. How has UB been serving its mission and impacting national development?
We've been very much involved. One of the first things we've done is to actually introduce an endowed scholarship program for first-generation college students, and this has the ability to impact families and communities throughout the entire country. By educating individuals from throughout the country, that's one of our greatest contributions to national development. We've also been a partner in creating the National Development Plan. The University of the Bahamas also served as a consultant for establishing our Sustainable Development Goals and our country's report.
Are there any new academic programs we can expect?
Well, one of the newest academic programs introduced this past semester was the Bachelor of Arts degree in Architecture. That up until now we only had up to the associate's degree. And so the bachelor's degree actually came online in the summer of 2017. We've also signed several other MOUs, memorandums with other institutions, and we will be very soon offering several other graduate and professional degree programs as well.
There is a lot of construction going on here on campus and at UB North. Tell us about these projects.
Yes, let me begin with the UB North campus. We've completed our residential hall there, which will house up to 88 students. We also have a cafeteria that's completed, also a health center that's completed on campus. The UB North Vice President, Dr. Ian Strawn, is currently recruiting 4 residential students as well, and he will be visiting Abaco, Exuma, and Eleuthera as well to let students on those islands know that we have residential facilities in Grand Bahama. In New Providence, the Portia Smith Student Services building has completed all of its renovations. We're getting ready to put furniture in that building, and that building will be rededicated and reopened as well this semester, spring of 2018. In addition, we're completing construction on the small island, the GTR Campbell Small Island Sustainability Research Complex, and in that building there are 6 laboratories, labs, in addition to several classroom spaces, teaching areas, and that's also going to be open this semester, spring 2018. In addition to that, the Franklin Wilson Graduate Center will also be open this semester, and so we're completing the work on those buildings. We have a lot of work going on campus in other areas in terms of renovations. The university has a 5-year maintenance plan, so every summer we close down several of our buildings for complete maintenance, and so you will see things happening gradually as well as dramatically.
Can you tell us about the partnerships UB has been building?
UB has been building partnerships with various groups within the community as well as various institutes within the country. One of those, of course, is the National Art Gallery of the Bahamas. Another is the Bahamas National Trust. In addition to that, we're building relationships with places like the Island School, Cape Eleuthera Institute. We're going to be developing some hybrid sustainable degree programs, sustainability degree programs. So those are the kinds of things we're doing right now. We're also building stronger relationships with our neighbors, close neighbors, Bain and Grantstown communities. We expect to be doing a whole lot more as we go forward. We've already started to reach out into those communities. So the community, everyone will see those changes as we move along.
What kind of support from the nation and community has UB had?
UB has had tremendous support from the nation, from our political leaders. We've had great support and cooperation from our Minister of Education. We've had tremendous support and encouragement from the Deputy Prime Minister, the Prime Minister himself, as well as the Minister in Grand Bahama, and other ministers have, we've had courtesy calls with them. There are several proposals that are being considered right now by the government in support of the University of the Bahamas, so we feel very encouraged. We've also had tremendous community support in the sense that UB held its first fundraising event in November of 2017, the President's Gala soiree. And our goal was to raise $500,000 for an endowed scholarship fund for first-generation college students. We actually exceeded the goal of $500,000, so that's a very, very positive sign. We feel that the country is really ready and positioned itself to really build a national university of distinction.
Thank you for all this great information, and we look forward to the new year. We'll be back after these important messages, so stay tuned.
That take your attention off of the road. Increase your visibility at night by carrying a flashlight or wearing reflective clothing. Drivers should yield to pedestrians in a crosswalk. Do not speed past vehicles stopped at a crosswalk.
As a young man at the University of the Bahamas, I have dreams, goals, and ambitions just like everyone else. My wheelchair does not give
Welcome back to our show. In campus news, UB kicked off a recycling campaign hoping to get students and staff to pitch in.
And Laurencia, we literally mean pitching in by placing plastic bottles and aluminum in the recycling bin. Here's Leah Cooper with that story.
The University of the Bahamas embarks on a new policy to encourage students to reduce, reuse, and recycle on campus.
The President's Office, in partnership with Waste Not Bahamas, is installing brand new recycling receptacles across Oaksville's campus. This is a part of an initiative of the university to continue to advance an environmental stewardship and sustainability. Coordinator of Campus Sustainability, Kieran Smith, tells us more.
So the idea is to minimize our waste on campus, our contribution to the landfill. And so with that, we expect to minimize our waste by at least 25% by recycling these items. We also expect students to become environmental stewards, and we want to raise awareness of this initiative. And so the idea is not only to just minimize waste, I expect that we would save costs, save money as well in this initiative.
We also got some choice words from the annual fund who sponsored this initiative.
The annual fund contributes to all aspects of the university. So we've helped with campus life projects, we've helped with health and safety projects, we've also helped with school and faculty. So you'll see things in terms of pure and applied sciences. There are things like equipment that the annual fund has provided. Well, I think the sustainability project is important not just for us at the university, but for us nationally and globally. And it's an amazing initiative that has been brought on by Mr. Kieran Smith, because with teaching our students this sustainability, recycling. We can take us to the next level. There are so many things that can grow to sustainability. We're protecting our environment, protecting our country, and then we're teaching our future entrepreneurs. There are so many possibilities inside the sustainability field, and we're happy that this campaign is on board now.
Waste Not Bahamas shared how they got involved. They also shared how the initiative will impact the country at large.
We have always tried to promote recycling. That was actually what got me into the whole industry in the beginning, because the person I first partnered with, they were doing the garbage side, and I then was working to get the recycling going. We were invited by Mr. Kieran Smith to attend a meeting, which we were very pleased to do, and to discuss making the campus a garbage-free zone or a waste-free zone.
The new policy ultimately seeks to minimize the university's contribution to the landfill, as well as encourage the campus community to reduce, reuse, and recycle beyond the four walls of the institution. I'm Leah Cooper reporting for UBTV.
In local news, safety is everyone's goal, whether it's your home or your personal items. Laurencia found a self-defense class to keep her body safe. Here's her story.
Learn to protect yourself and boost your confidence during the busy holiday with the lovely ladies of the Sigma Chi chapter of Sigma Gamma Rho Sorority Incorporated here on the University of the Bahamas campus at its Student Union building. Jade Colbrook provided insight on the workshop.
That we teach about self-defense, especially in a time like this. Also we wanted to do something that was different.
Kentiko Forbes, a first-degree black belt, feels as if judo is one of the best insurance anyone can have going into the holiday season.
It's very important of self-defense and training, because you don't know what can happen to you. You know, we wake up at anytime you can know that one of your family members died or was robbed, especially during her holiday season.
Persons are well aware and well prepared to protect themselves. I'm Laurentia Smith for UBTV.
In other health news, the Cancer Society of the Bahamas held its annual fund drive at the Breezes Resort.
Many clubs and organizations came out to support the event. Here's Jade Bethel with that story.
It's that time again for the annual Bingo Night at Super Club Breezes, hosted by the Cancer Society of the Bahamas, with fun, prizes, and surprises for the whole family. The Super Club Ballroom was full of persons of all ages who gave their support to the Cancer Society with generous donations.
It is one of the events that we do as a Cancer Society to raise funds for our Cancer Caring Center, which is a home away from home for persons that come in from the family islands that may be diagnosed with cancer and don't have insurance.
I think it's an awesome initiative. More initiatives like this need to be done around, the capital and on the outer islands, because it serves to help the wider community. I'm presently here with Kiwanis International, Kiwanis A&M to be exact, and we like to give a helping hand in initiatives as such.
The Cancer Society not only focuses on collecting funds for cancer patients, but also educates on how important awareness is in the Bahamas.
The Cancer Society does have a whole group of persons that go out and try to educate persons. They have meetings all the time to educate persons on different types of cancer, because most persons are only aware of maybe breast cancer, but the Cancer Society actually represents every single type of cancer out there.
The annual bingo tournament turned out to be quite a success, with hopes of even bigger turnouts in the future.
Actually, this is our third year, and quite honestly, the room is over full already tonight.
This is Jade Bethel for UBTV.
Hundreds of people came out for the Bahamas Film Festival.
The 7-day event was a huge success. We have team coverage of the Bahamas Film Festival.
I'm Amy Ferguson. We are here at Bahama at the Bahamas International Film Festival, where local as well as international filmmakers are here displaying their films. Let's take a look.
The Bahamas National Film Festival is a non-profit organization that is dedicated to providing Bahamian filmmakers with exposure as well as introducing them to filmmaking internationally.
I'm Jade Bethel from UBTV here with Reese Chipman, MP for Centerville. How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing very good. It's a very good night. It was a very good night. The weather is great, and it's good that University of the Bahamas is here. So it's good to see you as well.
So how do you feel is the importance of events like this happening in the Bahamas?
Well, you know, the events like this, the film festival, it's long overdue. We should have had events like this for a very long time now. I think it's important that film is a big part of education and awareness, and they give our children an opportunity to reflect on where our country has been and where it can go. And so I think it's a good opportunity to embrace filmmaking, film opportunities, not only from a national perspective, but also in terms of educating and making our people more aware of what's possible.
The festival has created a legacy of par excellence in presenting the Bahamas as a key filmmaking destination, and it has exposed the Bahamian culture to more than 1 million film professionals.
Have you met him yet? Because I know we keep him traveling. You wish me to die around here.
We are here with Mr. Michael K. Williams. Good evening, Mr. Williams. How are you?
Good evening. I'm fine. And yourself?
I'm great, sir. Now, how is the filmmaking business coming along? Are you enjoying your stay here in the Bahamas, and do you feel as if the Bahamian people have really acknowledged and are really appreciating your work?
First of all, I'm very grateful to be here at the Bahamas for the Bahamian International Film Festival. As far as Bahamian influence in the film industry, I would like to see more. There's so many beautiful stories that Bahamas is known for, that I know personally, that I think the world would enjoy. And I would like to see more of our stories told on the broader spectrum. But this film festival is a great start in the right direction of telling our stories, not just to have Bahamian actors, but Bahamian stories being told as well too.
It's a wrap here at the Bahamas International Film Festival. My name is Jay Bethel, signing out for UBTV.
So that wraps up this edition of UBTV News Magazine. I'm Andrea Darvel.
If you have any questions, comments, or story ideas, email us at ubtvradio@ub.edu.bs. I'm Laurencia Smith. Thanks for watching.
Happy New Year!